Yo, what's going on, everybody? It's your boy, Set Your Wire, a.k.a. Coach Bird, and I'm the host of the BYRDCAGE Show. Cousin Tracey,
What's up?
we're back at it, episode 44. I was thinking about when we had Antoine and I'm on, what was that, like episode 41, 42,
Yeah.
just recently. And when he was saying, feel like, we just started this last month.
Right.
We on episode 44, you know what I'm saying? We got a special guest in the cage with us today, you know what I'm saying? Very special guest. Graduated from our alma mater and another Camden native, you know what I'm saying? But we'll get into all that and whatnot. But, my man Kurt Huff is in the building with us today. You know what I'm saying? Why don't you just say what's up to the people real quick?
How you doing, everybody?
That's what's up. Now, before we get into these questions and everything, we want to let Cousin Tracey intro this one because I know he holds a very special place in her heart. You know what I'm saying? Not that he's not special to all of us, but I know he's extra special to her. So I'm going to let her knock the intro out on this one.
So Kurt Huff is like, I call him my nephew or, another son of mine. I didn't have any dealings with Kurt freshman, sophomore, junior year at Camden High when he was playing basketball. When he was playing football, when he was playing football for Coach Savage. Kind of knew him, but we didn't have no one-on-one interaction. His senior year, something tragic happened in his life, and it prompted me because I knew he was a great kid and he comes from a good family. I know his family, and it prompted me to want to step in and just do what I do. Let him know that I would be here to support him through college. If he needed anything, don't ever hesitate to ask. I wanted to be there for him more, meaning travel to his games because he went to Tennessee Tech. But I wasn't able to, other situations came into play, everybody money ain't right all the time. But long story short is I just wanted to be involved in him growing as a young man, and he's done a fabulous job. Kurt is a college graduate. He'll get into all of that. He's a well-adjusted, emotionally and mentally young man in spite of. He's one of the daylight babies, as I like to call him. I'm glad we had an opportunity to become family. He's just more than just a football player to me. He's another one of my sons / nephew, and I'm glad that he gives me opportunity to give him my advice, my opinion, and my support. So today on the show, we have Kurt Huff, who is alumni Camden High School football program, and now an alumni of Tennessee State football program.
That's definitely what's up. I know, we like to bring people on, whether it be coaches, community leaders, student athletes, whoever it might be, that, has had experience in what we're talking about. We talk about student athletes all the time. We talk about the importance of grades and the importance of being ready and the importance of being able to take care of your opportunities and advantages. So once again, we have another guest that was able to handle his business in the classroom, handle his business on the football field. He used that academic and athletic talent to parlay that into a scholarship, and we'll get all into that. So we just want to have him talk to our viewers just about some of his experience.
And also too, we like to bring on young men and women who sometimes the road of life takes a drastic left turn.
True.
And we want them to be able to tell younger people and some parents and some older people how you navigated through it. Because, you may know what your path is or may want your path to be one thing, but God and Allah may have a different plan for you. So you got to learn how to navigate through it. So we like to bring people on that have been through some things and navigated through it and to be able to tell their story. So Kurt, light them up. Tell them what you about.
Just let them know, a little bit about yourself for those that don't know you. You know what I'm saying? Just, let the world know, you know what I'm saying? Who Kurt Huff is, you know what I mean?
Kurt Huff is a proud native from Camden, New Jersey. I graduated from Camden Big Picture Learning Academy. I played football for Dwayne Savage at Camden High School. Everybody know about the high. We bleed that purple and gold.
Definitely.
Along with that, I kept the same color scheme and went to Tennessee Tech University, where it was also purple and gold, the color scheme. And I graduated from there with the associates in business management. So growing up and everything was very good for me. I stayed out Pollock Town, right around the corner from Aunt Tracy. She know my grandma and everything. It was good. I had friends and everything. Then I had to go down the highway with my mom for about 2 years, and then I navigated my way back to Camden my sophomore year. and that's when I was able to start playing for the High again and getting back into the flow of just the Camden culture, the Camden scheme. Playing for the High was just, I'm gonna just let y'all ask the question, but it was a great experience.
You right on it. Yeah, go ahead. Let's roll right into it. Right into it. Two-part question. How was it playing with the, with that purple and gold? We all bleed it, and also how was it playing for Coach Savage?
So playing for the High, you automatically walk into the game with like a chip on your shoulder. There's a lot of history, a lot of culture. That purple and gold ain't nothing to play with. So especially when you play football and definitely basketball, you come in there with basically more baggage on your shoulder, but it's a baggage that we could carry as younger guys because our coaches are on us tough. For instance, Coach Sav, he was more like a general everything. He was somebody who foreseed everybody. Like he seen from the position coaches to where it was going on in indie drills, and the people that Coach Sav had around him, like Coach Malik, Coach Preston, Coach Reese, Coach Ty, Coach Ira, just a lot of people who were just in our corner, Coach Dale, who were basically from our city and pushed us to be better than what they was because they may have some things in their past that they may have took a wrong turn or went the wrong steps or ain't get the correct route. So being a part of that and part of a culture like that and part of so much love just made you want to go harder, made you want to be better than everybody. So when you walked into games, we already knew when we stepped on the floor, sold out crowds and everything, we had to put on for the city. That was for sure. We had to come like that.
That's what's up. You know what I'm saying? And then we both, we both know what that is. You know what I'm saying? Especially me as, playing football, whatever, when I played there, you know what I mean? And then coming back to coach there for a couple years. So we definitely know what that is. You know what I'm saying? And while we're talking about the purple and the gold, when this airs on Monday, hopefully, once again, we'll be saying congratulations. But tomorrow down at the rack, Camden High plays in the last tournament of champion they're cutting it out. You know what I'm saying? Okay, I like that. We will be saying congratulations on Sunday as they take on in a rematch from game one. They're playing Roselle Catholic in the final. So shout out to them guys and let's bring that thing home. You know what I'm saying?
It was definitely bring it home.
The transition when you went from, of course, after you graduated Camden High and all that. First, let's talk about your recruiting situation. You know what I'm saying? Coming out of Camden High.
So coming out of Camden High my senior year, towards the end of my senior year, I only had D2 offers. Okay. So I had Clarion, I had IUP, and I had another Division II school. It was down south school. Okay. So I didn't have nothing coming out of the last game. So that was the first signing period. Mm-hmm. So towards the second signing period, I got a call from Tennessee Tech University. Okay. They called me, and it was the defensive coordinator. Matter of fact, defensive backs coach, mind you. His name was Coach Polizzi. He called me. I'm in class and everything. Right. So I asked my teacher, can I go answer my phone real quick? She said, yeah. I went to go answer my phone. He said, hey, Kurt Huff, how you feel about getting a scholarship to Tennessee Tech? Oh. And I was just my heart dropped. Just I'm ready to go. I'm ready to work. Come on. So they gave me an offer, and it was through a connection. So at Temple University, I had a camp. Okay. We went. They had a camp at Temple University. I killed everything. Was balling and everything. Not mistakenly, sadly, I didn't get the offer from Temple that day. But they made sure, they pulled me aside and everything, told me, we're going to get you on the school. You're a ball player. And we know that. Maybe it's because I was undersized. We're not going to get in, you know what I'm saying? We can get into all that undersized or whatever. Coming in there, not 6'3". It didn't matter. I was a dog. Right. And it was displayed. It was displayed on film and everything. But as we got, Coach Satterfield was the OC there. Okay. During that year. It was the same year as about Champs. I believe it was his sophomore year or junior year. Okay. And he left and he went to Tennessee Tech University. And them guys called me and they remembered me. They gave me an offer. And then after that, it came not Tennessee State. It came Jackson State. Okay. And then after Jackson State, it became Tennessee State. Okay. So I got Tennessee Tech, then 2 HBCUs. Okay. Gotcha. And I'm gonna tell y'all here now. You feel what I'm saying? I'm big on supporting our culture and everything, but in my situation, for me choosing Tennessee Tech was because of the connection I had with the coach. Gotcha. It was more so he made Champ into what he was and helped him evolve, and he was part of that staff. And then when they called me, it was love. Gotcha. Everything was love. It wasn't about no oh, we just going to use you.
Right,
Nah,
right,
he made
right,
sure
right,
I was
right.
good, and later on I'm gonna explain exactly why that. You feel what I'm saying?
Okay.
But he made sure I was good. He cared about me more as a person. Like when I got a phone call from him, like he made sure, like, yo, you know, you come in here ready to start. Like we gonna put you to work early. Like we need you to gain weight. We need you to come here and do your thing. So that's the reason why I chose Tennessee Tech.
Now, parents, and we've talked about this before, do you understand how important it is to make the right decisions when it comes to sending your child to whatever the trainers, coaches, schools, whatever you're sending them to, someone else is, you know, overseeing them for that period of time or whatever. It's important that that connection, that love, it goes a long way. You know what I'm saying?
Because like I say all the
way.
time, you need somebody, especially in a college atmosphere, you need somebody that's going to do what you do for your kid, meaning you're not there out of state.
Right.
So you need somebody that's going to be a support system, genuinely a support system for your child when your child is thousands of miles away from home. So make sure it's not about, it's because it's a big D1, you want your kid there. Make sure it's a real good fit for your child.
Definitely. Now, what was also the transition like going from a high school athlete to now a D1 scholarship award, you know what I'm saying, athlete? Like, were you prepared coming out of Camden High?
I'm going to say this. Sports-wise?
Yeah, sports-wise.
We're going to start sports-wise, then we're going to go,
right.
go academic.
Okay. Yep.
Sports-wise, I was prepared because I always was the one that we had extra workouts.
Okay.
I always would show up. Optional things I would show up. So sports-wise, all I had to do was basically find my own work schedule. But at the end of the day, coming out of Camden High, you were already ready. Mind you, we lifted, we ran, we were physical, we were fast, and everybody, when you come out of like Camden High School, you got a different aura around you. You got a different dog to be with you. So you coming in ready to compete.
Right.
So I was in a mental space where I had to automatically come in and compete. It was no, we're sitting a year. It was no nothing.
Like
when you coming out of Camden High, you looking to go places and do big things. You gotta be ready to start. I had a mental of coming in there ready to start. So I say athletic wise, it wasn't no big change. It was just up my stock a little bit. I would say like it made me want to go harder being around other people who had scholarships.
Gotcha.
Instead of where I'm at Camden High, we're all fighting for that chance. Now I'm with guys. Now what separates me from them? That's how I looked at it. So that's the only big change is finding my own schedule and niche of what separated me from everybody else.
Gotcha.
And now when it comes to school, for instance, I went to Medes, aka Big Picture now. I spoke very well. I knew how to like articulate my words when it came to different interviews because I was interviewed early, like freshman year and everything. I started off early, so that helped me having gateways and things like that. It helped me already be more professional, be ready to take and heed of what people were saying after games, being able to articulate words and things like that. Now, schoolwork wise, college ain't no, you know what I'm saying? College, the biggest thing is in high school, I was one of them kids who played around early. I played around a lot. Then Mr. Jenkins got with me. He started telling me like, you can't be doing this at the next level with college and everything. So I would tell kids, y'all teachers now, how they be on you to turn in y'all work. They don't do that in college.
They don't care.
They don't care at all.
They don't care. There's nobody following up.
Nobody.
Nobody's following up. They don't care if you show up to class. They don't care. But what's going to happen is you're going to lose that scholarship. You know what I mean? You don't got nobody waking you up in the morning. You know what I mean? So it's about maturity.
And it's people that like I can talk about firsthand, my guys, like my teammates, who had to like after a semester the coach had to get rid of them. And it's chance after chance. Like in college, especially when you're an athlete, mind you, we're not going to discredit the regular people who go to school and are paying for education. But when you're an athlete, you got a little window of like a room you can move around. Like 2.0 GPA, you got study hall, and things of that nature. You have to take advantage of that. If you don't go to study hall, your grades are slipping. A coach can pull your scholarship.
Because they see, and I say this often, a school is giving out minimum, a 4-year scholarship minimum is about $250,000 before any stipends or anything. That's education, books is what they're giving you. You belong to them. So you don't I'm not wasting my money on you. You're not doing what you're supposed to do. and what you signed that contract to do,
Right.
I'm going to take my money and give it to somebody else.
That's basically what you said. You signed a
Yeah, you signed a
contract.
contract.
Like you signing that
signed a
NLI,
contract.
that national letter of intent is basically saying I sign my name to whatever university it is and I have to abide by their rules. If I don't, it's in your contract. Your scholarship is renewed yearly. Like yearly. Every year your scholarship is renewed. So if you're not doing your thing, it's people like honest to Allah, it's people that I know that were killers, like demons, like can wake up and run 4-4.
Gotcha.
Go catch the ball.
Right.
Diddy bop somebody off the line.
Gone.
They gone.
Yeah.
They gone. They back home. And I'm telling you, kids now, y'all don't want to end up like that because coming from where we come from, it's hard to make it out, but it's always easy to come back.
Yeah.
It's always
And
easy
it ain't
to come
nothing
back.
for you when you come back.
Nothing.
Yeah.
Nothing.
Ain't much here.
No.
Nothing.
Ain't much here.
And I mean, I can speak on it. After I graduated from Camden High, I went to Lehigh to play football. That didn't work out. Academics was all crazy. Got kicked out. Had to come back home. So I know firsthand what that feeling's like. You know what I'm saying?
It's not a good feeling.
It's not a good
'Cause you
feeling.
had to-
Nah,
you had to-
embarrassed.
And
Embarrassed my
it's a
family
humbling,
and everything.
beyond
It's humbling.
humbling.
Yeah, definitely.
Because again,
Definitely.
I similar story. I
Definitely.
went to Iowa State, had a blown shoulder going, couldn't meet the requirements for the physical. Because even when you get there, after you sign the letter, you got to get a full physical from head to toe.
Yearly.
And if you don't meet the requirements of the physical, guess what? They ain't signing that check. You got to go home. So after a year, I'm home. I was thankful that I jumped right into the police department.
Right,
You know what I'm saying?
right.
But it was humbling when you see girls you know you ball with or against, they going off in 96 to do the Olympics, and I'm chasing Negroes down the street. You know, it changed your whole perspective on what you thought your path was. So, you know, and it ain't much here to offer, because the day of coming home and getting a job at City Hall and getting a job for the county and getting a job, they want college degrees now.
Yep.
It ain't on the job training no more. It ain't, you know what I mean? Because your aunt was there, she can get you the gig in the summer that ends up being, it ain't like that
That's
no
different.
more.
That's different.
It's different
And
now.
then when you come home in the summer, you're only here for a certain amount of time. I'm only here for a month, not even.
Right.
Month and a half at most,
Right.
depending on when I got to go back for my second semester to start working out. But it's not good to always just be around,
Right.
especially when you're
Definitely.
trying to elevate.
Definitely. Now, you know, we like to bring in, you know, the mental health, especially with our athletes. You know what I'm saying? Because that's just big, and you know the way, like we talked about, I think a little bit last episode. You know, the kid from Delran, and the what would you say, the Stanford goalie, and then you know what I'm saying? Like our athletes are taking themselves out of here. You know what I'm saying? Just because. You know,
It's a lot of pressure.
we're worried about, are you good, like on the field or the court or the diamond, whatever sport you're playing, you're good, but we're not really, are you good? You know what I'm saying? Mentally and all
So
that.
that's where I came into the relationship with Kurt Huff, if you don't mind. Kurt Huff lost his mother, ruled by suicide, right before graduation.
Nah, it was the week after I got to school.
Yeah, he had to come home. That's why it was the week after he left to go to college and had to come home to handle his business for his mom and his little sibling. So that's where I came into play, because as we all know, Daylight Foundation, our target group was athletes and dealing with the mental health of athletes. So that's when I stepped in, and me and Kurt became closer, because now I'm worried what happens when he goes back to Tennessee. So talk about that a little bit, if you don't mind.
So this is actually like really my first time like talking about it in depth, because it's like family right here.
Right.
I'm gonna make sure I give y'all everything. So going into my first week at school, my mom dropped me off. I'm talking about, we took a 17-hour drive in a van. She got to tune up on a car, make sure it was all good to go. So we drove from Camden, New Jersey, all the way down to Cookeville, Tennessee. 17-hour drive. We stayed in the hotel the first night, then the next day was move-in day.
Gotcha.
So my mom moves me in and everything. We get acclimated. She meet the coaches one more time and everything. Then the next day she goes back. So we get our first week of training. We started classes on that Monday and training. So training after that day, we had a whole week of that. It was the weekend. So Sunday come. I'm in the basketball gym, chilling with the guys. You know, when you're in class, you're in classes with basketball, football, you feel what I'm saying? All the summer sports, you feel what I'm saying? So we all in here together. So I'm watching the basketball team work out. So I'm going out the tunnel, going up the tunnel. I was on the court just chilling with them. Coming out the tunnel, I get a phone call from my aunt. Not my aunt, my godmom, Athenia. She calls me. She's crying. I'm like, what's going on? Like, what's going on? I get another call. I hung up on her real quick. I get another call. And they talking about the cops is at my dorm. The cops is at my dorm. So, boom, I call my aunt back. My godmom, I called her. I said, what's going on? What's going on?
Right.
He told me my mom passed. So, automatically, I just threw my phone. Like, I threw my phone that I had. Threw it in the parking lot somewhere. Then I just ran back to my dorm. Ran back to my dorm as fast as I can. My boy had grabbed my phone. He was behind me. So I ran to the dorm. The cops was there, but all my guys was like in my room, like all my teammates. Cause I don't know, like Kurt, the cops here, like
right.
You feel what I'm saying? Then my coach Satterfield, my head coach that I had a good connection with, he picks me up, and I tell him what happened. So he takes me right to his house. He books me a flight to go right home. And like when I say like I was broken, cause like. Everybody know me, my mom, my grandma, like they were the two closest things to me, like, and my little brother, like they're the two closest people and women in my life. Like they raised me, you feel what I'm saying? They raised me and they made me the man who I am today. So I was really broken, like I was heartbroken. And then on the flight, I had an overlay coming back at Chicago. I just was thinking in my head, like, I feel like this is what my mom, like in my head, I'm like, my mom, she kind of got me prepared for this, like. In case something happened, because at the end of the day, I didn't know, but my grandma would tell me, but I was young.
Right.
Like, my mom would like fight things in her head, like she might hear certain voices or certain things, like mentally. Like,
Gotcha.
You feel what I'm saying? It was a few times where she even tried to like kill herself before. So, but I was younger, so I ain't really paying no attention. And I'm always like, I was one of them kids like, I wake up in the morning, I'll go to the Victor during basketball season, get Coach Sav key, go work up upstairs. I got school. After school, I'm going down. We working out. We got practice, and then we going down to Big's gym. So I'm not getting home till like 10 o'clock every night. But my mom know exactly what I'm doing. So it's like I'm not really seeing everything. All I'm doing is hearing it from my grandma. And that right there, like when I came back, and then my mom was Muslim, and I'm Muslim now. All praise to Allah. But I had to put her in the ground. Like I had to put her body in the ground. Like I had to get inside of a 6-foot hole, and like me and my other uncle Kelly, we had to pick her body up, put her on the side on the board. So like that was a whole different experience, and I took it like in my head. I don't know how. I didn't show no emotion. I didn't do nothing. I remember that visibly. Everybody keep telling me, "Oh, Kurt, you were strong. I don't know how you would do this." Like I took it like in my head. I'm just thinking like. At the end of the day, I feel as though I was prepared for this, and now I gotta look at it more like I gotta take care of my family. Gotcha. Like my mom's not there no more, so I'm not going to say I don't want this to come off in a bad way, but I took it more like it was like a business when I took her, when I put her down.
Right.
You feel what I'm saying? Like,
it was your job.
It was
You're
my
the
job.
man.
You know what I'm saying? I'm the man. Like I was the man.
Right.
Of the house.
Right.
So I had to take care of what I was supposed to take care of.
Right.
And I told my little brother. And I should have let him cry, but I'm like, bro, don't cry. Like, we're going to be good. We're going to be good.
Right.
Let him know. My grandma, you feel what I'm saying? That was my grandma's only daughter. So I already knew what she was going through. So I wanted to take some weight off her shoulders to make sure she was good. But that right there, even when I came back, because I came right back. Like, I went right back into school because I'm a type of person where when something happened, I can't be around like everybody being sad. I can't do it. I got to get back to work. I got to get my mind off it. Like, me going back. And like when I came back, all my teammates embraced me. They was like, show me love. But it's like, I love that, but I didn't need that because at the end of the day, my mental was so sharp to where I need this. Like I need to be around y'all in order for me to get better as a person.
Well, remember me telling you, whatever it was you was feeling, feel it. Go through it.
And I did.
Walk through it.
I did.
I remember I told you, I said, you got to walk through it. Go through it. Every emotion, because it's going to be some anger, it's going to be some sadness, it's going to be, you'll remember the good time. Each one of them emotions is what you feel when you lose somebody that sudden, especially someone close to you like your mother or a son. You know what I mean? So you got to go through it. And I always start calling you good. You know, make sure it's therapy on campus. Make sure you go see him. Let the coach know. I was on call. You need me to call your coach. I know. I listen. I was on you. I said, you need me to call your coach. You're an athlete. They got this stuff there and the tools used. Take advantage of it. Don't take advantage of it to the point where you're not doing what you're supposed to do, but take advantage of it to get any help and services you need. But he navigated through it well, and now we're on the other side. So now let's talk about that, what that's looking like for you.
So coming into right now, I'm getting ready for my pro day. My pro day's at the end of the month.
Okay.
It's on March 30th. It's at Tennessee Tech University.
Okay.
And I'm going to be there to showcase everything I got for them.
That's
Bench
what's up.
press, 40,
That's what's
3
up.
cone, L drill, and coming out of college, you feel what I'm saying? I was so blessed to like be at Tennessee Tech University because I was the man. Like,
Gotcha.
when I was at Camden High, it was like at the end of the day, my brothers to this day. I love them.
Right.
We had Brad, we had C's, we had Ron, we had Chant, we had Dane, we had a lot of big household names.
Right.
But I was one of those guys who fit in, like I was in that name, but I wasn't the 4-star, 5-star.
Gotcha.
You feel what I'm saying? Big guy, big offer.
Right,
you feel what I'm saying?
right.
And
Gotcha.
it was never no hate.
No, I know what you're saying.
At the end of the day, because at the end of the day, I'm with them every day working out.
Right.
You feel what I'm saying? They pushing me to get better.
Right.
So when I got to Tennessee Tech University, I was the man.
Gotcha.
You feel what I'm saying? I felt the aura, what it feel like to be like a 5-star guy, but I'm on an FCS campus. So FCS, if people don't know, is D1AA. It's still Division 1, but it's the sub level. So it's not the Power 5 level, but we have and we don't play for a college and play college. We play for a college football championship, but we don't play for bowl games. So basically, if we go 6-6 on the season, we don't get a chance to play in a bowl.
Right.
So like a Hulu bowl or anything. But we still compete at the highest level, and we'll play a big, what they call money games. We'll play them once a year against a big opponent.
Gotcha.
So that's where we'll be able to showcase that we belong with them.
Right.
So, but just coming in after my freshman year, after my freshman year having a good year, I started out of 12 games we played, I started 11 of them.
Okay.
One game I was hurt.
Gotcha.
So I started 11 games as a freshman, true freshman at that. And it was great. And then going in my sophomore year, I was on billboards.
Let's talk about that. So, he posts this billboard, right? Don't tell nobody he does this photo shoot. Post this billboard. But I would like to know, as you're driving through Cooksville, Tennessee, and you look up and see you, what does that feel like coming from where you come from?
Man, coming from where I come from, and like I said, I wasn't always the guy. I was just like starstruck, like, yo. In my head, I'm like, yo, Dukes, look what we doing. Like, I'm just thinking in my head, like, I know my mom would have been so proud, my grandma would have been so proud. And it was like, this is what we work for.
Gotcha.
This is what we work for, to see things like this. And coming from where we come from, you wouldn't even think of yourself being on a billboard on a main highway. This is the highway leading up to the university.
Wow.
Like, as soon as you get off the exit, you come down this highway, you pass it's a Mexican restaurant called El Tap.
Okay.
And it's popular right in Cookville, right near the shopping center. You go past it and you see yourself, it's like, it warm your heart up. Be like, all right, so what I'm doing ain't going unnoticed.
Shoot, it warmed our heart up, and we never even seen it. That thing was on everybody's story. Like, yo, he done made it to a billboard.
You know what I'm saying?
You know what I mean? So, you know, that dude, we was proud.
Yeah,
the hood was proud.
Yeah, for sure.
You know what I mean? We always big up Kurt, especially when we seen him with the whole video up into the billboard. I'm like, look at this guy showing off.
Now, that was a humbling experience.
And that was your sophomore year?
That was my sophomore year.
Wow.
So junior year, senior year, we go from pamphlets to it was a whole lot of stuff. But that was one of the best experiences like I ever seen. Like myself, just to know that like we're not just only at college and starting, but we like making a big impact. Because people who like get coached ain't just gonna pick anybody to do that. You gotta believe in every ability that you can do. You feel what I'm saying? And then,
I mean, you're the face of the program at this point. You know
and
what I'm
when
saying?
you see stuff like that, it's like either you gonna sink or you gonna swim.
Right.
And luckily, I kept swimming. I swam far.
I know that's
So now I know you had mentioned you got your pro day coming up, and what's your saying, cousin? You gotta stay ready to be ready.
No,
be ready
you gotta,
to stay ready.
You gotta stay ready so you ain't gotta get ready.
Oh, there you go.
Sure.
There you go. So.
And I'm gonna say, I seen him yesterday. We was up, it's baseball season, so we up talking to Coach Hansen. Shout out to Coach Hansen. I see nephew, and I'm like, yo, what's good? He was like, shh, gotta get these workouts in. My pro day coming. So he getting ready. He perfecting his craft.
For sure.
He on top of his thing. I'm proud of him.
So what's that preparation looking like?
So preparation. So first we're gonna start off with the weight room and speed training. I train with the best or one of the best trainers. Matter of fact, we ain't gonna say one of the best, the best trainer in South Jersey, in my opinion. Chad Hallett at Adrenaline Sports and
Shout out to
Performance.
Chad.
He been with me since I was a senior, like I started working out with him when I was a senior, but I used to intern with him through Medis, like every Wednesday we went with him. I used to go intern him and learn how to lift, help other people learn how to lift. So I'm out there with Chad Hallett 5 days a week, 4 days we working, we doing either upper body, plyos, and it's the same day, so we're busting 2 workouts back to back. So we'll do, for instance, my Monday workout, we'll do a speed, either linear, side to side, or all around. And then that starts at 9, and then at 10 o'clock, we going right in the legs. And then it varies every day.
Right.
Wednesday, we have a recovery day. We come in there again, the leg sleeves, stretch out, foam roll, and make sure the body's good. And I'm with him 5 days a week. And then when it comes to getting ready for like drills and speed and my 40, working on my technique, I go with Zubac. Zubac has helped me like in the past week to just tune up everything I need to tune up to make sure that when it's time for me to perform in these drills, that I'll be at my fullest. And also with recovery on Wednesdays, and on Sundays, I go to yoga with Miss Archie, Troy Archie's wife, Evelyn. She does a great job. She pushes our bodies to the limit because at the end of the day, all good stuff that you're doing in the weight room can relate to bad stuff if you ain't recovering correctly. So her yogas we do. On Wednesdays we do yin. Yin is more like a stretching, like where we hold positions for like 3 minutes plus. And on Sundays tomorrow we do yang. So that's more like a flow. So we're in different positions, but with the whole body, we're moving the whole body, like you work up a real sweat, and it's hot yoga.
Didn't you do that?
And I will be taking a course to become certified in yoga. And so yin yang is kind of like a restoration, restorative yoga. It kind of helps you recover. It's like a recovery type thing.
It makes your body feel good. So, and then on top of that, like on my days off, I'll go to the field like today. Today is really like the weekend's supposed to be like your day off, rest and bring back your body. But I go to the field and like work on my 40 stance, making sure my knee is low, making sure I have great drive. I gotta tune up them little things because at the end of the day, reps. When you do drills like this, getting ready for the next level, it's all about reps and getting your body used to it and comfortable. Because these are drills that you may not have ever did before, but they all correlate to football. So once you realize that you get comfortable at what you're doing and you learn your body and how to hold different positions and how to like lean or different things like that, you just get accustomed to it. It helps. It becomes
it's muscle memory, and as coaches, we teach muscle memory. We talk about it all the time. Muscle memory. The more repetition you do something, the more you do it, your body be accustomed to do it. Like you'll have a person like him and I who are up in age, but once we get on a court, we warm up, and it's boom, boom. It's like money.
Like
you know what I mean? It's like money because it's muscle memory. So it's all of it. So the more you do, and that's what our parents out there, the more you have your child repeat different drills, and once their body gets acclimated to doing the drills correctly, it'll be muscle memory. Correctly. When you do it correctly, it's like muscle memory. So the body will always be used to doing it in the correct form.
And to all our, we have a lot of student athletes that's watched this as well. I hope you're paying attention and you're listening to what Kurt was just breaking down and was saying. You know what I'm saying? I mean, in this day of instant gratification, everybody just think, I go to practice 2 hours a day. Let's go. Where my scholarship at? You know what I'm saying? You want to be great. You got to put in that work. You can't be half in, half out. You got to be fully in, committed, and working hard.
He even talked about in high school getting up early, going to his coach's house, working out, going to school. Like so, he even talked about stuff he did in high school.
And also, we're talking about the grind. I also work with Coach Malik. Primetime Beast Academy. Coach Malik, like he the person that I could say, like, without Coach Malik at Camden High School and being my offensive lineman coach, I would have never been the player I would have been going in there because he was somebody who pushed you, who worked hard, you feel what I'm saying? And he been through everything in college. You feel what I'm saying? His route may have been different as well, but he always come back. And that's somebody I'm with 2 or 3 times a week, and he's helping me with my position drills, my punch, getting my posture correct. So when I'm able to do like in the draft, in the pro day, like the combines you see and everybody see on TV, You have the, like I said, 40, the cone drills, and the shuttle, but you also have position drills. You hitting the bag,
Right.
and Coach Malik been getting me overly ready for that. So I appreciate that. Everybody that has been in my corner so far with just the draft process and working up to it,
Right.
the people that's been working me out, making sure that I get everything I need, all the knowledge I need for everybody. So those are the people who help me with my grind.
That's definitely what's up.
What's up?
I mean, I know you got the program. I know what your immediate future is looking like. You got Pro Day coming up. You know what I'm saying? You're trying to, continue your playing career. But after that, because a lot, we talk a lot about like when the ball finally stops, because it stops for everybody at some point. You know what I'm saying? Have you thought about it? Like what your future plans are outside of the game of football? You know what I'm saying? And when I say outside of football, you're playing days of football.
Oh
you know
yeah, most definitely. After my playing days of football, I had my business degree, and I definitely want to start a business and with like in our city, with like shoes, like sneakers. Like you don't really see nobody big make it out of sneakers. Yeah, we had Shoe Kings, but they didn't have their own brand. So like me, after football, I want to create my own brand, but immediately working, I want to get into coaching.
Okay.
I want to go and actually, because I talked to Fran, he's like a big brother. You feel what I'm saying? I want to get into that. Working as a going as assistant, learning under somebody, then working my way up, because I have a lot of connections and coaches. Like all my coaches tell me, like, you got a gift. Like you can go in somewhere. It's camps that I even did with my coaches where they had players come out and make sure that we good and everything, and we teaching the other recruits that they had. And like they always tell me, yo, you have a gift. Like this coaching could be for you. So I really think that after my play days over, I want to get back and coach at the highest level.
Gotcha.
So that's exactly what I want to do. I don't want to. I want to always stay around the game.
Right.
Football is something we
saying?
love. Like, you see you coaching. You still doing y'all thing.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I want definitely being a college coach.
That's what's up.
Start off wherever I'm at as assistant, then working my way up to assistant coach, then working my way up to
it's doable.
OC. You feel
Right.
what I'm
Most
saying?
definitely.
Just
Most
higher
definitely.
up, offensive line coach. You feel me?
When you start that brand, don't forget about me and Cousin Tracey. You know what I'm saying?
For sure.
We'll rock them on the BYRDCAGE Show episode.
You know I'm gonna rock
59 or something. You know what I'm saying?
Something different.
I know. Also, I'm inspired. I want to get on the billboard. It's not too late for us, cousin. We get the BYRDCAGE Show on the billboard.
For
or something.
sure.
Oh, we can.
You know what I'm saying?
I know how to cause some
You know what I mean?
That thing hard. Real nice.
Yeah, see, but
You know
that
what
thing
I'm
back
saying?
there don't have my name on it.
Okay,
It's
we
coming.
gonna tell you.
You know it's coming.
Come on, Cousin Chase.
I'm about to quit again.
We can't talk about contractual things on the air. You know what I'm saying? Everything's cool, people. Everything's cool.
It's all love.
Episode 44. You know we had to bring back the shoe cam. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's because last week I had on the rain.
That's right. Because it was storming out. So we're back.
So we're back. So these are my business sneakers, actually. These are the colors of my organization, Daylight Foundation, the yellow and green. They're Nike Waffles, very comfortable. But I use them when I do work presentations, or business presentations, I should say. So here you have it, Nike Waffles.
So before we get out of here, Kurt, you got any? I know you gave a couple shout outs, but if you want to rattle out a couple more, feel free.
Yeah, I just want to give a shout out to everybody that's been in my corner since I was little. From my friends, my family, Aunt Tracey, Karan Robinson, who's like another father figure to me, and that's like my big cousin. That's what I call him. That's what his relation is to me. But he's somebody that's always been there, always been in my corner.
Shout out to K.
Yeah, he been doing that. Shout out Adrenaline. Shout out the BYRDCAGE for having me. Aunt Tracey, thank you for always being there. I just want to thank everybody, all my family, my guys. Y'all know who y'all is, the real ones that's always in my corner. And just all praise to Allah, because without him and finding him, I wouldn't be the man I become today. Because at the end of the day, when you lose your mother and then a few years later you lose your grandmother, that can do something to a man. Because when you lose like that woman or them women in your life that genuinely cared about you no matter what and was with you right or wrong, you gotta keep pushing and you gotta stand on your 10, because they wouldn't want you to fall. Because at the end of the day, as a man, that's all you got is your word and your heart and how you able to stand on your 2 feet in my eyes. So I just want to shout out everybody that's always been there, and just keep everybody in the city. I want y'all to keep doing your thing, especially the young athletes who watch the show. Just just keep doing y'all, and don't let nobody tell you no, or don't let nobody tell you when you walk into a campus, oh, you too small. Because at the end of the day, when you can play and you can ball, somebody gonna find you, just like me. It was just like yesterday while we was on the field. Young boy just came up to me. I'm out there just working on my drills. 2 young boys. Work me out. I said, all right, bet, come on.
Right,
I got you.
right.
You feel what I'm saying? That's even while I'm working out.
That's what's up.
Don't let nobody limitate your dreams, because the sky's the limit, especially where we come from. We already got that chip on our shoulder. And mind you, when you go out to other places, people be like, oh, you from Camden? Like, you from Camden?
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? It come with a stigma. It come with work behind it. So
Facts.
I just want to say shout out to everybody that's doing their thing. Shout out to all my guys that's getting ready for Pro Day. All my guys who already crushed Pro Day. And yeah.
That's
Shout out
what's
to the
up.
BYRDCAGE one more time. I appreciate
Oh,
y'all
let them know
presence.
where they can find you. Let them know your tags. Whatever,
And you can
know,
find me on the gram at Kurt Huff _50. That's Instagram. And on Twitter, you can also find me on Kurt _1_2 _2. And on Facebook, it's Kurt Huff. So if anybody got any questions, parents got any questions on like my journey or anybody or anything, or just want me to talk to their kid just to give them advice, just hit me up. I'm all ears.
That's what's up. That's what's up. She got cuz.
So, I'm very proud of Kurt. Love Kurt to death. Kurt's a very humble guy, in my opinion. I got to give him this. Kurt may come and may only be here for 4 days, a weekend, 2 weeks, but Kurt always hits me up like, Aunt Tracey, is there anything at the house you need me to do before I check out? Because I'm a woman in the house of all women. We don't, after I lost my son, there's no, and then Taquan goes off to college, there's no guys in my house. So, you know, Kurt always calls, and I respect the young man because he's amazing. He's amazing. And I just wish the best for him. Good luck. It's springtime. Springtime is here. Springtime actually starts tomorrow. So when we're doing that cleaning out, as most people do, spring cleaning, we call it, remember to spring clean your mind. Mental health is important. I will continue to repeat that week in and week out. When you're cleaning out and you're doing your spring cleaning, clean out some of the negative thoughts and negative energy you have in your brain. Remember, your body is only as good as your brain. Your brain is the core and the root to your life. So when you're clearing out your clutter, unclutter your brain.
Unclutter your brain.
Declutter your brain. You have to declutter your brain and think differently. And if nobody ain't told you, I'm telling you, you are loved and you are needed. So when you're spring cleaning, clean out your mind. That's all I got.
That's what's up. That's what's up. Well,
You never know what somebody's
yeah,
going through.
nah, that's super facts. And if if you can't see that with different tragedies that's been happening and things going on, you need to open your eyes and pay attention. And talking to you coaches too, because I mean I didn't start out my coaching journey worried about kids' mental health because I probably didn't know I had mental health issues. You know what I'm saying?
That part.
So as I've grown as a coach, I definitely try to make sure my players' mental well-being is good as well. So please, let's take that serious. My man, thank you
Appreciate y'all for having
for
me.
coming through. Good luck. You know what I'm saying? Go do your thing.
Appreciate you.
I know you're going to go do your thing.
For sure.
And I can definitely see him being a coach just from how passionate he is about the
Right.
game that we all love. You know what I'm saying? So I already see you once you're done playing, but I want you to play as long as you can first. But once you're done, I could definitely, see you reaching them goals like that. You know what I'm saying? Again, just shout out to Camden High, you know what I'm saying, in the finals. Tournament of Champions on Sunday, so hopefully episode 45 will be saying good job, you know what I'm saying, great job to Kenny Wilson, although they lost in that first round of the Tournament of Champions. I mean, going from not being in the playoffs for 10 years to winning a group final sectional to winning a state final, you know what I'm saying, that's something to be
They
commended
started
of.
the season off.
Yeah, they didn't even know if they was going to have a team. They didn't even know they was going to have a
players,
team. Yeah.
down to 2 with no coach. Then a
like,
coach
come on.
with 4 players, 1 ineligible. Then they ended up winning the state.
Yeah,
so
that's
right there is a
that's
journey in
crazy,
itself.
You know
So
what I'm saying? That's
yeah,
unheard of.
That just show you.
That's
That just
unheard
show
of,
you
right?
when you from our area and you finally get something, and you put something together. Anything
Magical.
can happen. It's
Magical.
Yep.
And,
Magical.
and we
Definitely.
never, even though I'm from the high, we never, we only beef with y'all on Turkey Day.
Right. That's it.
That's the
it.
only time.
That's
No,
it.
no,
It's
no.
two days during the basketball season.
yeah,
You know what I'm
It
saying?
used to be the Martin Luther King tournament, but the dates has changed.
yeah.
Twice doing
basketball,
basketball
That's it.
and
That's it.
turkey game.
Yeah.
That's it.
And if we
Outside
catch
of
y'all in
that
the
one
playoffs,
city.
Right,
all
right,
you
that's
feel what I'm
it.
saying? But
That's
outside of
it.
that,
We
Hey,
all one.
salute to Wilson. Hey,
We
I'm
all
proud
one.
of y'all.
One city,
That's
one
it.
city.
Yep.
Definitely. Cousin Tracey, thank you for hopping on this platform with me, you know what I'm saying? Because there is no Birdcage show without Cousin Tracey, you know what I'm saying? So definitely love you and appreciate you. So, episode 44 in the books. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe to the channel so you can get the notifications when the new episodes come out, and you can see the past episodes if you miss any. We appreciate you guys that has been watching and commenting and hitting us in the DMs and text messages and things of that nature. We definitely appreciate it. It does not go unnoticed, so thank you, because there is no this without you guys, so thank you. On that note, once again, I'm Sechuayo, a.k.a. Coach Bird. I'm the host of the Birdcage Show, and we'll talk to you soon.
It was a stone groove, my man.